Now, how do I start off with this genre? Originally, trap music was basically hip-hop. It was known for its subdivided hi-hat patterns, layered kicks, thick 808s. It's basically your typical modern hip-hop that you hear every day now. But then around like the 2010s or 12s, the EDM genre kind of made this genre like, okay, basically EDM just stole the sounds, but they incorporated their EDM sounds such as like, you know, their dubstep wobbly sounds, melodious synth sounds or something like this. The producers who made this genre more popular, like R.L. Grimes, Flaster Domus, Bear, you know the Harlem Shake song, he made that song. Trap is so vague. You got like the hip hop trap, then you got like the festival banger trap, then you got like these hybrid dubstep rhythm sounding trap. There's so many subgenres of trap, I don't even know what it is now. I'm just gonna stick with the festival trap, you know, the most generic sounding one, between the 140 to 150 BPM trap. And yeah, traps are good.
There's not much to it with trap drums. All you need is like a kick pattern that kind of floats. Usually you want like two types of snares. One that's kind of like a heavy sounding snare. One is kind of like a bloop. You kind of layer these together and you get like, add some like offbeat snare somewhere. And you definitely want this thing. It's not trap without hi-hats, you know? Feel free to add a ride to kind of give it that accent. Oh, this is a ride too. Now, when we put it all together, you get this really dank gangsta beat. Add this glass effect thing, so you'll sound more gangsta. To make it even more interesting, add a siren too. Woo! We're about to rob a bank, boy! For the chord stuff, I mean, to be honest, just don't make it too complicated, you know? Basically, I went with F minor. You get a 1, a 4, and a 5. I'm the Sphere is your friend. Avoid sound design as much as possible. And you can make it more thick by adding another one. You can add like this thing, like an arpeggiator thing. Add some ambient sound effects. You can also add this impact too. When you get into it, it's pretty deep. Build-up is very straightforward. Avoid sound design or using your own sample. Let's be honest, use Cymatic samples because they got all the dang samples. And speaking of Cymatics, I want to thank them for sponsoring this video. They released this cool new sample pack called the Cymatics Effects Essentials. Basically, these are the most common effects that are used in EDM music, such as trap, future bass, you name it. Normally, this pack costs around $47, but just for a limited time only, it's only $7. But the best part is, if you use the code in the checkout, CYM10, it's a $10 voucher, so you can get this pack completely for free. This code expires by Sunday, 11:59 p.m. Eastern Time Zone. They're always killing it with these samples, so yeah. Click the link down below, get this pack while you can. Like I said, just use Cymatic samples, like a build-up. Oh shit, it's about to get real. Woo! Yeah, you got this thing too. And a riser. Trap bangers can go either way. You can use like a lead or you can go full out brass. But there's always got to be that brass shot, you know? I went with just sticking with the brass because it's more gangsta when you got brass. They're actually just horns. So I went with these two libraries. I went with like this Albion one and this Cine Samples one. Add the OTT to like make it thick. You want to give it that synthetic vibe. It's good to add like some weird saw brass. Actually, I don't even know what this is. And when you like combine it, it sounds pretty good. And a good tip is, if you want to make this more thick, you can sidechain a reverb. And basically all you do is you create like an audio effect rack. You create like a dry signal. You put your favorite reverb, make sure it's 100% wet. Make sure you like automate it on and off, because then you can reset the reverb. You can EQ it to your liking. Make sure you sidechain it to like some trigger. You can put the compressor in the front of it or back of it, but I just stick with the back because it sounds thick. Now here's the brass without the sidechain and with the sidechain. Add more brass shots. These are more higher pitch. You take the same melody and render it, put it in the build up too. That's what I did in this part. Pitched higher. I add some format. So when you have it, you get something like this. Yeah, oh yeah, I forgot to mention, add some chants. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention 808s. Anyway, let's hear this track.